Hello friends. How are you all doing? I know no one's here yet. Just putting my rings on. I don't know why I'm doing this. Looks like I'm getting... Oh, is that just... I've just put some new skincare on from number 7. Just done a video for TikTok. It will eventually come over here. Looks like it's dry skincare. Yuck. Feel like it's been quite a while since I did a live stream. I think it's only been the weekend. It's not been 2 weeks this time. Have I got enough water in here? It seems like I have, but while no one's here, I'm just going to go and get some. Right, so we can be topped up now. Oh my gosh, I look so blotchy. It's just because I put skincare on and I've been really rubbing my skin. Right, so this bag is just not going to cut it. I have got a full bag of makeup here. No one's really here. No one's chatting. So I'm just going to take everything out that I'm not going to use today. And everything else can stay in. It's bleeding cold in the UK. So cold. I mean, 13 degrees isn't that cold, but it's windy with it. I don't know if there's that much to put back, to be honest. Put that primer up there. Maybe I won't use my Hollypop cream blush kit today. Maybe I'll try and go on with this because I want to know if I can declutter it. And then for highlighter, I might try and use the Jacqueline Cosmetics one. Sometimes I just don't like doing my makeup straight away because I want to give people ample opportunity to get in here. But we've nearly been here 5 minutes now. And 5 minutes isn't a long time, but right, so I'm putting the stuff in I do want to use. there's not really that much that I don't want to use. Let's put the blushes in that acrylic there, because I'll probably want to use them tomorrow. My cream blush, that is. And the highlight, it's not going to fit, is it? Still a lot here, guys, but it doesn't really feel like it's overflowing as much as it was. I may as well just make a start, because people are going out, and if I haven't got to a certain point in doing my makeup by the time I do the eyes, I'm just going to go over to TikTok, because they're kind of like asking me to do live streams over there. So, done the skincare. Normally I do skincare on here, but like I said, I got some skincare in PR and I had to do a video elsewhere for that. I do have an SPF primer on, so we're just going to put a glowy one on today. Hi Fernanda. Hi Sakar. Right, I'm going to go in with a Wet n Wild Mega Glow Glow in Love Radiance Liquid. 4% niacinamide and 8% glycerin. They're both two really, really good skincare effects. You subbed, thank you. This just makes your skin glowy. You don't have to use anything like this, but if you're a dry skin girly, it just makes your foundation look really pretty. And even if you are not wearing foundation, you can just wear something like this, as long as it's not too dark for you, because you can get different tones. This one isn't too dark for me, it just looks like my skin's glowy. I'm not putting any on my forehead, it's unnecessary and it's just wasting product. Let's get a drink. Oh, you have that as well. It's so inexpensive. I've got the really expensive one, the Say Super Glowy Gel, and I'd say to anyone who's looking at getting the Say Super Glowy Gel, just get that or get something like it. Also, CoverGirl do one, and I've got that one as well. Right, so now I'm going to go in with my foundation. At the moment I'm using this one. I just want to use it up. That's what the sticker's there for. So it's the Body Collection Illuminating Liquid Foundation in light to medium. So I normally put foundation on with a sponge. I'm not a lover of this sponge. Where's my other sponge? I might have to go into the bathroom and wet one. Let's see. Hang on. Right guys, brand new sponge, black. I'm going to go into the bathroom and just wet it. I won't be a minute. I'm back. Shannon, hey friend, how are you? Right, so the reason I was off camera then is because this sponge here is going to go in the bin. I don't like it. I don't know where my other sponge that I was using, but that is probably due to go in the bin as well. So I'm just going to pop that on the floor so I know to put it in the bin. Now we're going in with the Body Collection England Illuminating Liquid Foundation. I've not done skincare here, just because I've done skincare like for a TikTok video. I've still not finished it yet. I got number 7, didn't I? I don't know if you've seen that video. I got number 7 PI. So I'm working on a PI skincare thing over on TikTok. It'll probably go up tomorrow or the day after. Hello, good and you? I'm okay. I'm still in a lot of pain. Okay, I'll put it on there. 2 pumps. So the only thing I've done so far is a glowy product on the face and obviously my skincare. But my skin is breaking out for some reason. And part of me is wondering, is it because of my different skincare regimes I'm using? It's doing that thing again, Shannon. Do you know, with the like vertical stripe down it? I'm just eyeing my Kylie lipsticks off. Like, I've got a little carousel on the top of my unit. I might wear one today. I've not worn them in ages, and I've not worn my Kylie lip glosses either. I'm going to be so late and going to my mum's because I had to do this video and I had to do TikTok. But something, well, it's not even like some things have to come that are more important, because obviously she's my mum. She's the most important thing to me. But I get PI, you know, for doing videos, really. OMG, I think that means I'm a top hyper when I... Oh, you hype the videos? I didn't know that. Does it? Hype the videos, guys. You can't hype them though in the chat, can you not? You can't hype them when it's live. Is it not when it's just a longer form content video? I love seeing it when people hype. I've actually started, like, when I've been doing my description, so I'll write all the timestamps on, and then I'll write outro, and I'll put please hype, like, subscribe, share and comment. Thank you for spending some time with me, because time is precious. Too precious. You're never going to get time back, are you? That's the thing. Once it's gone, it's gone. My ex-husband used to say that all the time, and I'd be like, oh, don't be a drama king. But he's right. Looking back, he's right. No, only after. Yeah, I thought so. I tell you something though, all this PR and doing all these different tasks to level up to the next credit, oh, it's hard work. It really is hard work. And then it's not only that, certain brands don't look at, like, they'll tell you to do an Instagram reel or an Instagram story, and they go off after 24 hours, and then they say, oh, well, we can't see your story, we've had to reject your post. Well, that's not my fault. I've done my bit, you know. It's not my fault you looked at it too late, is it? My Storm vibe should be here this week. Oh, did you order it already? Nice. Where's it coming from? I can't wait for my exfoliator to get here, because I'm not dry anywhere else, but can you see here I'm so dry. I mean, I don't know what this foundation's going to do. It's probably going to make it look even worse. So I'm part of Liz Earle, their community now as well. And I got to the credit where they give you £25. They're so expensive. But I managed to get, what was it? It was like an eye and makeup cleanser thing. And it was something else. So I'll probably show that tomorrow, because it's coming tomorrow or Thursday. Not Thursday though, because I'm going out with my niece. Yeah, but I'm not sure. I get it on Poshmark. It's a brand new too. You're very lucky getting that brand new and at that price as well. Yeah, so an exfoliator I'm getting. And I'm getting some kind of eye makeup remover. I remember using years ago, I used to use the hot polish cloth and toner from Liz Earle. That's one of their products that do really well. I just didn't want to get it this time. There's not really much I can do about this now. The rest of the complexion looks alright. I know I saw one that sold for over 100, because they know that people can't get it anymore and they just take the piss. I highly recommend it. Exfoliator. I love mine in serums for the dryness after. What exfoliator are you using? To be honest, I normally get so annoyed with skincare. What? I think what's happening here now is I used an SPF primer, and can you see it's all flaky here now? Oh, it's gonna... For the number 7 skincare, I got the Prime Forever. It comes with an SPF 50 primer. Oh. Well, I'm doing makeup and that's the end of it. Hi Babavic, you are beautiful, thank you. So, concealer, where are you? I now know that I can only use the primer, the number 7 primer. One, if I've had it on for quite a while. I mean, I've had it on for about 20 minutes, but I probably need to keep it on for at least a good hour or something. Or 2, I'm not wearing makeup that day. So that's one thing I have learned. I think maybe I may have put too much on as well though. Because my skincare doesn't, like my makeup doesn't normally react like that. Dr. Brandt Micro Dermabrasion. Ooh. I've heard of Dr. Brandt, but I don't think I've heard of that one before. So I'm just going in now with a 17 Second Skin concealer. I keep looking at that NYX concealer. It's expensive, and if I don't like it, I don't think the eye look's going to take long today, because I've only got 3 eyeshadows to work with, and yes, I could bring in another palette, but the whole point of testing makeup is testing it as it comes, and obviously it's a new palette, so... brows. I want to use my NYX, I think, because I've been using my Fine Cosmetics, which is this one, and I've not really been using my NYX. Oh, it's there. No, it's not. MG, hi. So, NYX the brow glue in dark brown. So there won't be a live stream Wednesday, no, Thursday, I know that for sure. Because from going out with my niece, I'll probably go straight to my mum's. It's really quiet in here today. Really quiet. Right, we're going to go in with the Give Beauty. Pick it up in Heating Up. Looks like that. And it looks like that. I just want to get more use on it. Especially the cream. How are you? Same old, really. I'm in a lot of pain. Been to the doctors today. They just have really been annoying me. So I went to speak to the doctor directly. January, basically, let me get a brush. I had a full blood test as part of my epilepsy. So then I went for the results and I got called to go back in 6 weeks. So 6 weeks would have put me maybe the first or the second week of March. Went back, not really first or second week of March, maybe a bit later. And I had another blood test, full blood count, same deal. Oh, you need to come back for another blood test. And I'm like, this is the third time. I mean, I will admit I did have a bit of a go at the receptionist when it wasn't her fault. She didn't know anything. And I said, look, this is the third time. I'm really not being funny. And she went, well, I can't tell you anything. And I said, well, can you put me in touch with someone that can? And I had to wait 2 weeks for the appointment with the doctor. Normally, it's only a few days. If you ring up in advance, it's a few days. Anyway, I waited 2 weeks. No, what it was is I went last Tuesday for that other blood test, for the third blood test, and I got a message saying, oh, something's not right with your blood, you need to book an appointment for 4 weeks' time. And I'm like, are you actually kidding me? I will not be booking an appointment for 4 weeks' time. I'm seeing a clinician tomorrow, and I'm going to have words with her. So basically, I did that doctor's job for them today. I said, look, I said, I need to interrupt you there. I said, I'm really not being funny, but I do suffer with epilepsy. Last time I went through all this, she sent me to basically to see about my hemoglobin, because basically she was saying it was my lymphocytes and my white blood cells and the high. And I said, right, I said, you sent me, well, I said, not you personally, but this surgery sent me to a hospital close to where I live, to basically a cancer place, and they wanted to see if I had leukemia. I said, I don't want to go through that again if it's unwarranted. She said, well, when was this? And I said, in the pandemic. And she said, well, how can you remember that far back? And I said, because I had to wear a mask. And then she went, oh yeah, 2020, I see it. And she said, well, if you're going through that much pain and they can never get to your blood, then we'll put it down to that. And I said, but is it that though? Do you think it's that? And she went, well, it's only slightly raised. If you do start feeling ill, just come back. And I'm like thinking, right, well, why did somebody not just look at my records to begin with? I mean, it's absolutely a joke. They're a joke. And then I spoke to her about so I wanted to start collagen powder, and I said, can I have it? And she said, well, I don't see why not. I said, it's just that I've been investigating it, and they're saying people that have got epilepsy, it can have an adverse reaction. And she went, oh, does it? So she was doing, all she did, right, a Google search. She just did a Google search, and I'm thinking, you're a doctor. You've gone to medical school for XYZ number of years, and all you're doing is a Google search. And she said, well, they don't, like, collagen and vitamins and things like that, it doesn't work out the same way as what we do, what we research. And I said, so it's probably best I don't take it then. I wanted collagen because of my my skin, my nails, my hair. My hair's not doing great. Falls out all the time. I mean, not that you can tell because it's so thick. But then as well, I just said, well, what about magnesium? Because I get restless leg syndrome. Do you know when you're drifting off to sleep, get restless leg syndrome? And she said, why don't you just get the rub? And I said, oh, I didn't know you could get a rub. I said, where would I get that from? The chemist? And she went, well, either the chemist or Boots or Superdrug or somewhere like that. I said, okay, I'll go and get that. So there's one thing I can get, but I can't get, you know, some things that I want. We was also talking about perimenopause, and I said, well, would I get HRT? And she said, I'd have to look into that because of your medication and because of the fact that you got epilepsy. And it's like, oh my gosh, what can I take? So I can't take anything for my depression. I've just got to deal with it. I can't take anything for my anxiety. Got to deal with it. It's like, yeah, okay then. Hi Layla. Maybe full body massages would help. I'm not letting anyone go near my body at the moment, Shannon. I find it uncomfortable anyway. But with my arm being the way it is, nobody can touch me. Like, even when my mum says, do you want me to put some cream on? I flinch because it's that painful. Right, I haven't put any powder on, have I? Hi Daisy. Maybelline Fit Me in 10 Fairlight. Maybe I'll try this one. This one was from Fine Cosmetics. I've eaten magnesium tablets for restless legs. It didn't bother my epilepsy. But what kind of epilepsy do you have? What drugs are you on as well? If you don't want to tell me here, you can tell me over on Instagram. Because it depends on the drugs you're on. Like my drugs, Epilim 200, are the worst tablets. I've been told this by the doctors. They want to get me off them. They're the worst tablets for someone with epilepsy. Like if I was to fall pregnant, I would do so much damage to my baby. Like it would have spina bifida. It would have all kinds of things wrong with it. What kind of look are you doing? I think it's going to end up smoky. Or if it's not smoky, very, very sultry. Again, this is in Project Pan. We're about probably more than half. It's down here. Blush. I don't know if I like this one. It could be going in the bin because my mum doesn't use things like this. So the Illuminating Cream Blush by Primark PS Pro. I have GM seizures and also absences. I started off with absences when I was like, how old was I when I was diagnosed? 10. Started off with absences, and I'm convinced I still get them now, you know, because I've had people, like, I've been at the, like, I used to work as a carer, and me and this other girl would take this woman swimming, and I just kind of, I must be staring off to space, and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, thinking, what are you asking me like that for? But I must have been like in my own little world. If I'm stressed out, I've been seizure free for about 3 years now. That's really, really good. I am one of these lucky ones. I don't think anyone would recognise me as having epilepsy because I've not had a seizure in 27 years. But that just means the medication is working for me. Now, something else is going on. You know, I said I'm getting a lot of tremors, and I've been to see a neurology about it. He wants me to change my medication. Now, I've been seizure free for 27 years, and literally, why would you want to change medication? Why would you want to mess with it? I think it's because the medication that I'm on is causing me to have these tremors. So, is this not working anymore now? Yeah, so they want to take me off it. I don't want to go off it because I live by myself. And I'll be in a spot of bother if I have a seizure. Sorry guys, I'm just looking for a brush now. Oh, this one. Hi Angie. Yeah, I've just been saying I'm not in a great place at the moment, but thank you for asking. How are you? How's the job? At my worst point, I had 7 grand mal seizures in one day. There was one time when, like, I suffer with grand mal. If I'm going to have a seizure, that's what I have now. I have absence, I'm convinced I do. But there was one time that I was very, very young. I was in like 19, 20. I'd gone shopping with my mum, and she said that I had seizure after seizure and they had to call an ambulance for me. But yeah, I'm lucky that I don't have to go down that route anymore. And this blush I put way too much on, but we'll figure that out in a second. I don't think I have on this side. What did I miss? The job is interesting, tough at times. You work in a care home, don't you? Yeah, there's way more on that side. I hate these things. So what did they have you do, Angie? Oh, that's much better. Gonna be going with powder anyway over the top. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a nice colour. And it looks much better now. Not as pigmented. that's one to be played with this month. I care for a group of women with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Oh, okay. So we're going to go in with the Benefit Cheap Party package. I think I'm just going to use Shelley today. I cook, clean and give medicine. It's what I was doing when I was a carer. Put them to bed, bathe them, all that. Do you use a hoist to put them in bed? I used to hate those things. So Shelley's going on the cheeks. You don't? Oh, you're so lucky. Have you ever used a hoist in caring? Because if you haven't, you're really lucky. Lots. They're horrible, aren't they? As far as what have you missed? Well, not a lot. I was just talking about health issues and epilepsy and that kind of jazz. Let's get some water. No, I know. Neither do I. I was lucky because even with my mum at her worst, when she came out of hospital, I didn't have to use a hoist. I was so lucky for that. But I had to do everything else for her. I actually had to strip down, get in a bikini and go in the shower with her. Luckily, you know, it was just a walk-in shower. They'd put in like a wet room for her when she was when she came out of hospital. Blush is on, so we need highlighter. I think I'm just going to use the one from here. Dandelion Twinkle, I think it's called. Yeah, Dandelion Twinkle. My epilepsy's not acting up. What I was saying to MG is I've not had a seizure in 27 years. But in a way it is acting up because what the fuck? Sorry. I shouldn't be swearing. Young kids coming here. The spots, the pimples. It look like black marks on my face. In a sense it is acting up because I have all these side effects from my tablets. Like for instance, January, I'll just go through it again briefly. January, I had to go for an epilepsy review and they wanted a full blood count done. Fair enough, I do have trouble them actually getting into my veins because I've got deep veins, but fair enough, if that's what I've got to have, that's what I've got to have. Do your blood test. So the blood test results came back a couple of days later and they basically said, oh, you're going to have to come back again in 6 weeks. And I'm thinking, why though? Anyway, I left it at that. Went back again in 6 weeks, just after 6 weeks, for the second blood test. Again, it came back. I had to go back again. So I went back again for it, the third blood test. That said, oh, you need to come back in 4 weeks' time. And I'm like, I'm not having this. I'm just not. You know, I'm going to go and see a doctor. I'm going to figure out what... I'm going to get to the bottom of it, basically. So, in the pandemic, in 2020, they thought I had leukemia. And they sent me to, like, a blood hospital. So I saw blood doctors and it turned out that it was my epilim that was causing it. So I've got epilepsy, I take a drug called epilim 200 and it was that particular drug that was causing the white blood cells to be high and also the lymphocytes to be high. So I said to the doctor, I said, are you sure you need me to repeat for a 4th time? I said, because I'm getting fed up of it, and I just feel like I'm wasting your nurse's time, because I mean, at the end of the day, you can't get the blood out. I drink basically I drink 2 litres of water. Is it 2 litres? Yeah, 2 litres of water, sometimes 3 litres of water in the space of a couple of hours, and it makes me feel sick, it makes me feel bad-tempered, you know, because I'm so bloated, and going for these blood tests is making me feel bad-tempered. And I said, let's just take it back a bit. I said, I suffer with epilepsy, right? I said, is there no chance in this world? Can you hear me? You can't, right? It's just my mum called my phone and I had to delete her. Not delete her, but turn it off. So it's just because I'm telling a story, I'm asking if you can hear. So basically, you know, I just said to her, I said, is there no chance in this world that it could be due to my epilim that I'm having all these raised white blood cells? And she went, well, what do you mean? And I said, in the pandemic, in 2020 or 2019, whenever it was, you sent me to a hospital because this happened. And she went, was it your lymphocytes? And I said, I'm sure it was. So she looked back and she went, oh yeah, I see what you mean. And she said, I don't understand why no one's been and looked at that. And I said, well, so I've just come into this doctor's appointment, like 3 appointments where they've all been unnecessary. And then I was asking about collagen, whether I could take some collagen powder, because I feel like it's going to help with skin, hair and nails, and I'm not allowed that. You should answer the phone if it's your mum, it might be important. She's just asking me when I'm going, Daisy, it's not important. And not only that, I don't want the whole of the internet to hear what I'm saying. Hi Rihanna. And I'm nearly done here as well, so that's that. So she just said, look, you know, if you are in this much pain, then we'll just leave it there. But if you do feel like you're getting poorly, just come back to us and we'll give you more blood tests. That's the whole point, though. I don't want more blood tests. I don't feel like I need them. I feel like they're a waste of time. I've had 3 blood tests already. They're all coming back with the same results. And that's due to the medication that I'm on. She's even said, oh, it's due to the medication that you're on. Anyway, back to the makeup. Let's put some glowish powder on. I'm just over being ill. I'm over it. I'm over getting blood tests when they can't get blood. So yeah, of course I'm going to be annoyed. I can't take certain things, like I can't take collagen powder because I've got epilepsy. I can't take antidepressants for the same reason. And it's just, I've just got to go through those days where I feel like absolute crap and deal with them myself. Right, we got blusher, highlighter, powder, so that's the complexion done. I want to try this Essence Bouncy Plump again. Essence Bouncy Plump Hydrating Dewy Spray. I had this on the other day. Bye, enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to go now, but hope all goes well. Thanks, Daisy. Smells very nice. And then, oh, that's the primer. I'm going to put the primer back in the bag. Then it's just a case of the eyeshadows. The best part Well, it's not just a case of that. I've got to do lip as well. So it comes in a little palette like that. You don't have to think twice about using these eyeshadows. They're very, very beginner friendly. I'm going to chuck the box away. But they're very fingerprinty as well, which I don't particularly like. Why couldn't they just put it in the little black Morphe container? I know they're trying to go up market and everything, but that's the shade. So we're only getting one matte and two shimmers. So I'm just going to do the best I can with it, really. I eat antidepressants but still feel like crap. Can you take them with the drugs that you're on for your epilepsy? See, the thing is with me, they can give me a lower dose. Like, I've been offered a lower dose of sertraline in the past, but I live by myself. I don't live with a partner. So I always say no. They help me with the pain for my fibromyalgia though, so it's worth it. We're just a right couple, aren't we? Right, so they have names on. We established that last time. I think the first one's called Good Hair Day, which is this one. Or I could be reading it backwards. Ooh, I have this palette in my cart again, lol. So you've not got it yet. Right, we'll just... Right, this one's not going to show up at all, I don't think. I think I'm going to put this all the way on my lid. Well, it does show up a bit, doesn't it? Put it on the lid. Part of me now is wondering whether to get that rosy toned one. I'm on an antidepressant, but it doesn't help with my fibromyalgia. You're probably on the wrong one. They definitely help with sleep, and I'm not having sleep. I'm not getting sleep. The doctors even told me that. Cymbalta, I've never heard of that. But then again, I've not heard of a lot of antidepressants. What is that? Oh, skincare in my hair. I'm surprised you don't have, if your fibromyalgia's that bad, I'm surprised you don't have, like here in the UK, they have disability for things like that, so you wouldn't necessarily need to go out and work. Like, I know how bad it can be because I've got friends who literally can't get out of bed. Right, why is it people bother me when I'm doing videos? Oh, I didn't use that. I wanted to use that today. None of my primers seem to be in here. Oh, it's over there. Well, one of them is at least, my glitter primer. I had a friend who lived in the United States who got disability. I think she lived in Phoenix. Mine is bad sometimes, it depends, but I can't work, so I have disability. I mean, some people would say I have to, with me having epilepsy. But the difference is, I've not had a seizure in a long time. And I don't want my epilepsy to hold me back. At the moment, the only thing holding me back is my dying arm. Because I can't do anything with that. I've got a feeling that I'm going to have an operation on it. Right, I'm just going into this contour palette, just this powder here. And we're just going to clean up a bit. Yeah, I've got mental health problems as well. I mean, everyone that knows me says report it. Like, even people on here have said report it. You should be claiming everything that you can claim. Because I'm struggling. I'm struggling with the amount of money that I get each month. Literally, they give me more to pay my rent than they do to actually live for a month. And I just think that's ridiculous. My rent costs more than I get per month to live off. For food, heating, groceries. I've already said food. But yeah, we're going to go in with this now. I might just put that all over the lid and then put that one onto the lash line. I don't know if it's my skin that's smelling nice or this palette. It's a simple look, but nice. But nice when I've got mascara on. Wow, so that shadow is... Am I making you hit buy yet? I would say wait until there's something else that you want to get. But another recommendation I'd recommend, Rihanna, if you've not already tried it, is the Sephora cream bronzer stick. Oh my gosh, I definitely want to get that again. And it's so inexpensive. I'm on the Morphe website right now. Oh, I thought you was getting it from Sephora. Let me know if you see anything that I might like. Because I saw some palettes and they had 6 eyeshadows in, and I was going to get one of those. But then I saw this and I'm like, no, you've wanted that one for so long, just get that one. The formula is really, really nice. It's not your typical Morphe formula, which is nice. I mean, Morphe is quite good anyway. Let me see if I can get it, or get one of them. This is so old, and I need to use it. I hope it isn't mouldy. Do you remember this one? Morphe 35M Boss Mood. This is stunning. I'm not seeing any signs of mould. For autumn, this is stunning. Right, guys, so when we get to autumn, tell me, say, are you going to use the Morphe 35M? Because I haven't used it in such a long time. And another one I've not used in a long time is the Natasha Denona Gold palette that one of my besties sent to me. And this is a good one for autumn as well. So I definitely need to be using them. They're right on me. Like, I'm literally here and I look over here and it's right there. So I don't know. It's because I get all the new stuff, isn't it? Morphe really stepped up their game. Yeah, I've had people say that. I think these colours though are very similar. These two shades here, I think they're very similar. I'm going to put one on the lash line and see what we can make of it. I'm not buying any more makeup now, guys. I'm not saying I'm not going to get gifted any, because I'm working with Makeup Revolution, so if you see any on my channel, it's probably going to be from them. And if you see skincare, it's probably going to be from Number 7, Liz Earle, and whoever. But I'm personally not going to go out and buy any, I don't think. We'll try the... Do I have any other mascara in here? Because we used the Number 7 the other day. I think it's in my other bag. If it is, we'll just use the Number 7 for now. And then for the next one, I'll pull in a different mascara. Yeah, that's the brow product. Yeah, it's not in here. Okay, so I'm just going to use the Number 7 again. It was nice anyway the other day when I used it, and I think it'll go nice with this because it's brown. Actually, before I do that, let me put some spray on. How many mils is this stuff? Doesn't feel like you're getting a lot. 50. And I think it's 100 in all my others. Yeah, 100. Well, that's a bit tight, isn't it? Essence. Practically choking when I'm speaking. I know what she was probably ringing me for. She was going to the laundry. They've got a laundry in the building. And she was probably asking what time I'm getting there and if I've got my keys to get into the building. So I don't think it's anything to worry about. I saw her literally about an hour or two ago. And she was fine. That's my mum, that is. If you're wondering. Right, Number 7, I think this is Full Impact or something like that. Pro Artist Instant Impact Volumizing Mascara. Matches that beautiful brown jumpsuit so well. I'm not wearing a jumpsuit. This is a jacket and then this is just a t-shirt. And then I've got jeans on. But yeah, I bought this a while ago, this Adidas jacket. But I've not been wearing it because it's been cold. Today it's not been too bad though. So L'Oreal reached out to me again. They've already given me a mystery package once. And they seem to think that I'm getting another mystery package in the next month. I mean, I'm not complaining. I was kind of over the moon when that mystery box came to me. It's like a wowzer. I mean, it's a proper PR package as well, so feel like a very lucky girlie at the moment. Oh, I still love it. Yeah, I like it. I think it's nice. Just a normal Adidas tracksuit jacket. Now, I could have had the option of getting the bottoms as well, but I'm not really into, I call it prison get up. I'm not into prison get up. It's just not me. It's like prison get up to me is more a case of a, like, do you know how I do those White Fox hoodies where you can get White Fox tracksuit bottoms, and that is prison get up, and you wouldn't catch me wearing something like that. It's normally a hoodie and jeans, or a hoodie and leggings. Here too, it went from 83 to 41, and it was freezing cold. Oh, hate it. You're worth all the PR. I don't normally get it though, MG. It's taken, I've been on this channel over 10 years. Not on it because I went through my divorce and everything, and then I just came off YouTube. At that point, when I came off YouTube and I went through the divorce, I only had 300 subscribers. And I was getting people were saying, are you ever going to come back to YouTube? We miss you. And I'm thinking, I miss YouTube. At that point, I was just writing. I was writing a blog, taking photos for it. And I even got some PR from a company that, like, basically I've got a big massive photograph in the front room of me and my mum, and they do framed photos, or they would send out wallpaper and you could have it personalised. Well, I'm not good at decorating, so I chose to work with them on the framed photo side of things. So I just felt so blessed. I worked with them twice. I actually got a lion print with a frame as well, but I've given that to my sister now. It's in her front room. Next time I go there, which I don't know when it is, I'll have to take a picture of it and show you guys it. But anyway, I think I want to put some more of this on the darker shade, just on the outer corner. I'm happy I found you. That's so sweet. This one here. Let's put a bit of this on. So then, next time I come on, I mean, they're just blending into one another now. Next time I come on, we don't need to use it. Personally, I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of this. It's one of those palettes that it's good to have in your makeup bag, because literally it takes 5 minutes. It would be a good one for work if I had a job. And it's a good nighttime palette. Right. Lips. I did say I wanted to wear one of these Kylie lipsticks. What do I have? I can't even remember what I have. And my giraffe's giving me the side eye. When I say my giraffe's giving me the side eye, I mean this one. My mum bought it for me. I was watching Facebook today, and you can actually go to a place, I think it's in the UK, where it's basically you can, the hotel, or I think it's a hotel, is you can just be overlooking the giraffes, and I'm like, that's so cool. I'd love to. But then I'd probably be scared. Say I was sleepy one night and I was going to the toilet and a giraffe poked its head out, I'd probably scream. Right, so we've got these ones, but we've also got some lip glosses. Okay, what are these? Let's have a look at these first. The girl in red. I know I don't want to do a red. Blushing Babe. That could look okay. In my bag. Why do I not want to use any of these? Hang on. Oh, dear me. What are these? Not all of them. Right, I think I've found something, so we go into the Kylie lip glosses. Normally I go on with this one. So this one is, gosh, why did they make it so small? Daddy's Girl. Normally I go in with this one, but because we're doing like going brown, I feel like this one would look really, really nice. And this one is, this one's, no, oh, Damn Gina. Let's put Damn Gina on. Very hydrating. Where did I get them from? I think I got these ones from Boots, where I got these ones from TK Maxx for like, these ones were £7.99. Oops, sorry. These ones were like £15 each. And then I've got the traditional Lip Kitty ones back here. This one really is a good one for summer. I really like it for summer. I don't know what this is called. No, I'm not getting it. And then we got two more. That's Chanel. Right, so we've got this one. I really, really like this one. It's so nice. And then we've got this one, which I'm not much keen on. It's okay for autumn, but yeah, these two are probably my favourite out of the original lip kit. Well, it's not even an original lip kit. They haven't come from a lip kit. I think this one's called Kirsten. This one. This, oh yeah, this is called Cherry on Top. And then this one, I can see it says Matte Liquid. Why can I never see anything? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a brown. Anyway, this is the look. I think it looks nice. Nice and pretty. I'm going to have to go now because I've been on here quite a long time. Thank you for being here, guys. It means a lot. If you've not already liked, please do so. And I'll see you all on the next one.